Hi there, welcome back. How are you today? How are you feeling, my beautiful beings? So today we just wanted to let you know that we'll be using a different platform for all of our courses and for our website. So after this weekend, which is the 10th of October, if you're planning on visiting the website, maybe just give it a couple of weeks because I have to recreate the website through this new platform. We've decided to ditch Kartra after all this time. I loved how it looked in Kartra, but I just can't sustain it. So I'm being guided to go in a different direction for our platform and to keep being able to serve you with all of these beautiful courses and the books and everything that's coming through. Remember, these are just, what was the word that was coming up? Okay, so my beautiful team has guided me to create all of this, the books, the courses, all of these things. These things will be here way long after I'm gone. These are things that will stay for future generations. So yes, I'm here to create all these beautiful videos for you every day. I am here, and this is all free. So you have all of this information for free. All of the information that is in the courses is sprinkled out throughout all the books and through, all of these videos. It's just that each week, the information that comes through sometimes has to do with the comments that come through. If people are asking questions, we answer those questions. But I really sit with guidance at the beginning of each week before creating the videos, and they give me the information, and I just trust that there is someone out there that needs this information for this day. Whenever that video is being posted, I trust that that's it. Now, the courses, people might be thinking, well, why are these courses now that, you have to pay for them and all the rest of it? The reason for the courses is because the information is all in there in a particular order, and it's all one subject. So if the one subject that you're looking for is forgiveness and how to release that resentment, it's all in there in an order. And as I start to create the course, more information comes through, I receive more downloads, more information. The reason for the pricing, the cost, why people pay, is because there's an exchange of value. You're receiving value and you're giving value for what you're receiving. Otherwise, the exchange doesn't quite feel right, For me, I've done many courses over the years, and money's never been the problem. If it's out of my reach, I start saving for it, or I'll get into a payment plan, or I will figure out a way to pay for it. But I'm more than happy to pay for it because I know that I'm going to receive the information that I need for me. And so there's an exchange for that person that's put all that time in to create that beautiful course, to give this information for me to move forward. It takes time, to create the videos, to create the handbooks, to create the workbooks. All of that takes time. And we do it once, even though it takes months and months and months to put it together. We do it. We put it together. We take the time because we know that it's going to serve many, many, many people on their path when they're ready for it. When they're ready for it. So if it's forgiveness, then it's all there for forgiveness. If it's self-love, then it's all there for self-love. If it's spirit guides, we've even created a gorgeous spirit guides course for you. It's all there in order of how they wanted me to put it together. So my beautiful beings, you have options. These videos, you can keep watching these videos over and over. Do a search for the ones that are about forgiveness. Do a search for the ones that are about spirit guides. I think we've got almost 3 full playlists of spirit guide videos. This is all free. You just have to search for it. That's all. It's not in a particular order like it is when you do a course. The other thing that people don't realize is that when I went through the forgiveness process, that took me about 10 years to, do the full process, to understand every step and why that step is there and the order of it, why we do the order that we do it in, all of it, a particular order for a reason. And so, for me, my journey, my path was to go through that forgiveness journey. to get all the information that I could possibly get and to fall in love with that process fully, completely, so that I could bring it to you and you can do it in 3 to 6 months, not 10 years, but all the information is there for you. That if you are ready to release that resentment, the information is there. You know, yes, you can do the 10 years and wait for it to slowly trickle through. But for me, most of the times that I've done courses is because it saves me time. It saves me time of trying to figure it out by myself. You know, every time I've tried to figure it out for myself, it takes so much longer. Learning how to create websites when I first started. Oh, it took such a long time because I had to try and figure it out for myself. But it's all spirit. It's all spirit. So what does it matter? Why do you have to figure it out all by yourself? Is it better if you do? Does it mean more if you do? If the goal is to be at peace, if your goal is peace, you're done with resentment, you're done with being angry with others, if the end goal is peace, don't you want to get there faster so you can get on with the rest of your path? Rather than, oh, okay, now I have to figure it out for myself because it's going to mean more, it's going to be more significant if I do it. Yes, for those of us who were supposed to spend years doing it, yes, we were supposed to gather this information for you. We were meant to go through that process in that way. But not everyone is meant to. To do the course and move on to what you're meant to be doing. You know, that's the point of courses. I'm always doing courses. I never, ever stop. Ever. I love learning. And I stop to think sometimes, what if I'd never done the Reiki course? What if I'd never done my sound healing course? What if I'd never done... Well, there's so many courses I've done. I'm always doing a course because I'm always learning. I want to keep growing. I want to keep learning about me, about life, about this world. I never want to stop, ever. So, my beautiful beings, you do have the option. You don't have to do the courses. You can do it yourself. But I know that for me, whenever I've done the courses, it's to save myself the time. I just want to know how this is done, how to do it now. Especially if it's websites or technical stuff or, you know, all of that. All the tech side that I'm not familiar with is now at the moment what I'm spending my money on, doing the courses there. That I may serve better. So, my gorgeous beings, it doesn't matter. It's all spirit, all of it. It's all spirit. And sometimes we, you know, our fear, we're afraid of change. We're afraid of the unknown. Who am I? Who am I without the resentment? Who am I without those grudges? Who will I be? Will I be a different person? Will I stop being? You know, my biggest fear, a few years ago when I was having this discussion with another coach, and my discussion was, well, it had to do with free will and God's will. And I thought, well, if it's all God's will, what is the point of free will? I don't really have free will. It's just his will, isn't it? And I was really going around and around in circles, you know, like a dog chasing its tail with this one, you know. Hang on. If it's God's will, what's the point of free will? Why do we have free will? We don't really have free will. It's his will and that's it, you know. Until I realized, wait a minute. Each soul has free will and each soul chooses what it wants to come and experience. So your soul is spirit in human form. Your soul is spirit. And there it was, plain as day. It is all God's will. God is experiencing this life through you, through what your soul chose to experience, my beautiful beings. But at the time, I honestly believed if I surrender, if I give in to God's will, I disappear. I stop existing as me. Who am I then? Who am I? If I surrender, if I give in and I just do God's will and I do all the work that He wants me to do, who am I? I disappear. That is the fear for many of us, that we stop being us. We're so identified with this role, with this character, this human form, that we don't want to let go of it. Who are we without this name, without this title? That's why I don't like having labels or titles or all of that stuff. Even the name sometimes gets in the way of the beautiful energy that's trying to come through. So, my beautiful beings, who would you be without that anger? Who would you be if you finally allowed yourself to love yourself completely? Who would you be if you finally understood what self-love is really about? And it has nothing to do with being selfish, and it has nothing to do with being self-centered, and it has nothing to do with going to live on a mountaintop and abandoning all your responsibilities and all your loved ones because you no longer need any of that anymore. You now have self-love. And self-love isn't any of those things. But they're the beliefs we have around self-love. So, my beautiful beings, I'm also thinking of changing the titles. Because forgiveness, when you think of the word forgiveness, people don't seem to realize the importance of forgiveness and the door that it opens. The freedom that you experience on the other side of that gorgeous door. So more than forgiveness, it should be called freedom. The door to freedom. Same with self-love. Because we have so much negative energy around those two words, and we have all these beliefs that it's about becoming self-centered and selfish, and now we're just focusing on us and no one else matters. And none of that is true about self-love. So we should give it a different name. Let us know in the comments what name you think would be a better name for self-love, of what self-love truly is, because it's about becoming self-aware. It's about becoming aware that you are spirit in human form, and perhaps that's enough. Perhaps that's the title. Becoming aware. Awakening, I guess, is another word as well. Perhaps awakening is a better word. Awakening to your true self, perhaps. I'll have to sit with these in the next few days because I feel that perhaps they didn't have the right names to start with the courses, and that's why they haven't really taken off yet. People don't realize the value of what's waiting for them inside. Anyway, my beautiful beings, so just a heads up that we're going to be on a different platform soon, and I'm actually looking forward to recreating the website because I'm super creative. I love all that side of things, making things look pretty and amazing and giving everyone a wonderful experience when they come through. So if you find that you're going to the Hollie Belle website and it's it's not coming up, or it's giving a error message or whatever it is, it's because we're in between platforms as of this coming Saturday, the 10th of October. So just be patient, and we are coming back as soon as we can with the beautiful website and with the courses, because I have to upload all the courses again. But like I said, I am really considering changing the name. So let us know what you think, as we were talking about the titles. If you think that's a better fit, you know, I'm really liking the word "The Door to Freedom" for the forgiveness course, rather than just call it forgiveness course, the door to freedom. And becoming self-aware, perhaps, for the self-love course, becoming self-aware. Yeah, I think they need different names. More pointing towards the truth of what each course provides, I think. Because forgiveness is the means to an end. But what is that end? That end is our freedom, being free from that pattern. That's the truth of it. And the self-love is becoming self-aware, awakening to the truth that you are spirit in human form. Even that sounds nicer. A bit long, but awakening to the truth. Who knows? I'll figure it out. But I'd like them to have more the title of what it is that you really, of what is possible for you with that course, what you gain from each beautiful course as you go through it. Loving your fear and loving your pain and loving your anger, I really love how they sound, because that is the goal of those beautiful courses, learning to love them, loving your triggers as a friend, asking for information, seeing them as what they are. They're there to protect you on your journey, especially fear. They step in when they feel that you're in danger or you're not safe. So, my beautiful beings, we're rehauling as well as we go through, thinking of better ways to do things, better ways of serving. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. Let us know what's come up for you in this one. And if you can suggest any good titles to replace the forgiveness course, to replace the self-love course, what do you think would be good titles, or that people would, it would resonate more with people? So, all right, my beautiful beings, we love you dearly. Bye for now. Oh, click like and subscribe so we don't miss any of the messages. I don't think I've done that bit yet. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.